Modern women can't keep good men. All of these Disney movies and love songs may have led you to believe that women want a good man. A man who is loving and caring. A man who is courteous and respectful. A man who is polite, honest, fair and kind. A man who gives her the world and loves her unconditionally. A man who buys her a house and takes care of her. But that is not what women want. They want it from a guy who is sexually attractive. They will tell you they just want to find a good man. But don't listen to what they say. Watch their actions. They want an alpha male, a warrior, a guy who is fierce, violent and uncontrolled, a guy who is brutal and vicious, a bad boy, a player. And they want to get that type of guy to commit to them. They want to tame that type of guy. They want to domesticate him. This is what women want. They want that type of guy to give them the world. They don't want the guys who are liking their pictures and telling them they're beautiful. Women don't want that type of guy. Which is why more men than ever are now single and alone. You may look at yourself and think that you are a good man. You have a good job. And you can give a woman a good life. You can love her unconditionally. And you may wonder why women are choosing men who don't have jobs, men who don't love or care for them, men who have criminal records. You may wonder why women are choosing men like that. Men who are cheating on them. Men who have other women. Men who have crazy exes. Men who have baby mamas. And these are women from all over the world. And from all walks of life. They all want this certain type of guy. They all want him to commit. They all want him to be loyal. But they were never with that guy in a relationship. That guy was unfriendly and distant. He was detached and unresponsive. He was not interested or involved. He was emotionally unavailable. He didn't care about them. But this is what makes women want him. They don't care if you're a good man. They don't care if you're loving and caring. They want a guy who is sexually attractive, a guy who is good looking, a guy who they can tame and domesticate, a guy who makes them want to have sex. Because if you have the ability to do that, you don't have to have anything. You don't need your own place. You don't need money. You don't need a car. None of that matters if you're sexually appealing. All of their standards will go out of the window. You don't need to have lots of money. You don't need to be over 6 feet tall. You just need to be sexually attractive, because that's all that women really want. And then they will forget about all of their rules. They will forget about all of those good men on Facebook and Instagram. All of those good men on Tinder. Every woman has had a guy like this in their lives. A guy who they really wanted to be with. A guy who they couldn't be with. Because he didn't care. Because it's a challenge to these women to make him care about them. They want an alpha male. But once they've got him, they want to turn him into a beta male. As soon as that guy starts to care about her, it's all over. She loses interest. She gets bored. And then she finds another project. And it doesn't matter who you are. Even if she had the perfect guy, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't make a difference. She could have the player or the bad boy that she wanted. But once she gets him to commit to her, she will get bored. Because the guy that she really wanted was the player, the bad boy. The guy who was hooking up with other women. And once he stopped doing that, she got bored. She lost attraction for him. Women want a wild animal. A guy who is fierce, violent, and uncontrolled. A guy who other women want. A guy who doesn't care about them. A guy who doesn't give them attention or validation. This is what women want. And that is why they ignore all of these guys who are messaging them and trying to take them out on a date. And you may be one of those guys. They don't care about you. They don't care about your kindness and generosity. The guy that they want and care about is the guy who isn't doing any of that. The player, the alpha male, the guy who is always in the gym, the guy who isn't giving them attention, the guy who just wants to have sex. They don't want a good guy. So focus on yourself. Put yourself first. Don't try to please these women. Don't give them what they want. Because they don't care about you anyway. They care about getting your attention and validation. They care about getting your commitment. And once they get that, they get bored. They don't want to do it anymore.